NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Soldier Field. Scott now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Second down and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. It's out wide to try the tight end screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first.
He is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third down and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn?
That one into the hands of Moore downfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage. And that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Give up the middle with Swift. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Montez Sweat there on the tackle. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. This is Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll run. This is Mason. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are on the board. It's 10-7. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. 2nd down and 8. Now Williams. Open man, that's Rome. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Williams to the air once more. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
To throw it again, it's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rogers. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. McCarthy going to look to throw again. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vikings.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports ready for the third quarter. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return is Rodgers. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
There's Jefferson, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Duvernay on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's complete. Some more on the right side. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action here with Williams. That complete to Swift. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He keeps it himself, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On play action, here's McCarthy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack, and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Here's third and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Second and 7. On the ground, it's Swift. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shot, and that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now a third and 2. Up the middle, here's Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He's going to run it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. Second down and 3. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got a man, that's DJ Moore. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
First and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Into the secondary again, and he will get into the end zone. Aaron Jones, touchdown Vikings.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. To the left side, he's got Komet. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand? Or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Give up the middle with Swift, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to... And he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Jones now on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford...
To the goal line and in! Justin Jefferson! Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. On second down, it's a run with Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Bears send out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come up now for 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. 22 yards, the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
They'll run with Jones. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here, where this might be one final heave to the end zone. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.